play and call fella Shaq when he first came into the league.
Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. The Clippers hoping now for these guys, win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been putting on the calls and bounces that have gone their way. You really get the sense that this is their time.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Gadsden. That's good on the jump shot. Chicago on defense. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And a miss there on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Porter, no luck.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Baku. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Davis sets a screen. Passes to Flash. From the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only look at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks, Doris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. In transition, here come the Bulls. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. There's the triple. Favors attacking. Soft touch off the glass.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And it's Davis missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Favors with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Clippers, #1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The 3. Porter pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Daly softly puts in the floater.
Oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Chicago trailing here. Favors with the screen. Here's Gadsden. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Flash. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Knocked loose. Here's Ganson, and Davis sends it back. The three. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Flash. He feeds it to Porter. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. Bulls making a switch here. And Porter drops them both. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Cleveland.
It's a surprising victory. It looked like they'd go easily, but they came strong in the fourth. That was big-time momentum that they carried all the way to the win. That was an exciting finish.
Crazy game, Clark. I mean, they couldn't have won it in any more of a dramatic fashion. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. First in scoring, first in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
So it's Chicago now after the Clippers pick up 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lots of room. That one wide left.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here is Martin. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense is taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Chicago making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Clippers leading by 5. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Harris. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Martin. Again, Martin missing. Clippers have gone 7-13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Flash. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bulls trail by 5. Dishes to Harris. Elbow shot is on the way, but he recovers it. 5 on the clock. Here's Baku. And again, Chicago. No good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Back to Davis. The jump hook. That one a little long and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Hakeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Bulls trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And that is good. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Chicago with the ball. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Hunter. Hands it from downtown. Hunter's got 5 points so far.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Flash. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And threw the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Take up. Take up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ronnie's checked in. Bulls trail by 4. So for Chicago right now, they've got Favors. Also Wennington out there. And it's Bailey in at the center, walking down the middle. Pass to Wennington. Launches a 3. That's good. 6 points for him.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He finished with 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Good job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days. And I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Good. 8 points for him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
No coverage that time. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Martin attacking. Sweet little floater. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Here's Martin. The Clippers getting the bucket. Fires it up. Here's Bailey. Second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Bulls shooting their third and first free throw shots of the night. And that one misses. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. He hits the second from the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Martin against Porter. Martin the pass to Bailey. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 3-pointer. And the Bulls get it back.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. No good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Flash misses. They're on a 16-7 run. Off the screen. It's a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 8.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
And Davis, here we go. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
They set the screen. And there's the pass to Wennington. Martin wide open. He fires. That one rolling around and rims out. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. Outside. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 4 for 5. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes. That speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start. That's for sure.
And here are the Bulls now. Clippers able to drain the three. Three-pointer. Martin cut the bucket. Martin's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll. And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 26 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Yes, he's a Brahma bull inside, let me tell you that. When he starts bucking, just get it. And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But I don't know that he played it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. Caught up one. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Caught him off guard with that move. It definitely had the element of surprise. Nobody expected him to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully that time.
Over to the left wing. Here's Porter. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Passes it to Wellington. Here's Baku. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming in for him. Teams will make substitutions. That'll do it for the first half.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
The second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Davis playing very well. He's got 21 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponents.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, the Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Flash. Here's Davis. Foul call that time on the layup. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good for Davis. Here's Flash, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Banked in off the glass. Flash. He's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Here's Gadsden. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Flash has got 4 rebounds in this game. Los Angeles leading by 13.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Favors. The layup off target. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
To the paint to end the run, and he sinks the layup.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Get the ball inside.
Here's Daly. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Flash misses.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Clippers, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Martin's checked in for the Bulls. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. That is good. And that's now 6 points for Derek Favors.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Davis missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Gadsden. Off target with his three.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And that one's good. He's got 11.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here we go, one-on-one.
Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Flash. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Wennington passes to Favors. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Kicks to Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Martin. First in assists, first in steals, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Wennington. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Bulls trail by 19. Martin kicks to Favors. Outside, Martin. Let's go. Can't hit. Great D that time from Flash. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-7 run. It's Porter outside. And the Clippers miss again. Chicago has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Gadsden. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 13 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Clippers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Los Angeles right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And right now for the Clippers, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
Well, they can't afford to. I mean, this is a time of year when you've got to take your game up a notch. As good as they've been throughout the regular season, they've got to get better going forward.
Hunter, the pass to Martin. That doesn't go either for Martin.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Los Angeles making a switch here. Connie's checked in. Then for Los Angeles. Adrian's checked in, and Flash is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Flash, covered by Martin. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Adrian kicks to Davis. Rejected by Harris. Bulls trail by 18. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Hunter, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
There's the pick. In the corner, it's Martin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Martin's got 15 points.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Another steal. Here is Carney, covered by Martin. Pass to Flash. He kicks to Davis. Here's Adrian. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feet. Adrian's got his second bucket of the game to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. So for Chicago right now, Wennington is out there with Favors, and it's Bailey in at the center. To the inside, Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers. Stripped it away. And now the Clippers on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the pass to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Wennington drains it from beyond the arc. Los Angeles leading by 22. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The dish to Favors. Favors with the screen. Here's Bailey. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Flash. He dishes it to Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And that one falls for Davis.
At the line for two.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Wennington, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The pass to Wennington. The baseline jam. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. No good there with the step back J. And here comes the break. Here's Gadsden. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Clippers leading by 22.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Now the feed to Davis. Dishes to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. That's good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Wennington, guarded by Porter. Tipped away. Favors with the screen. Just 4 to shoot. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Flash misses. Bulls trail by 21. Third minute of action. Now gone here in the fourth. Top of the key jumper, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. That's tipped. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Baku. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Daly. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Favors with the screen. Here's Bailey. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Flash passes to Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. Davis has got 11 in the second half. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here's Gadsden. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And he gets it to go.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
There's the triple. And that will fall. A three-pointer on the line from Flash. Flash has got 20.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside, Davis. Down low. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Favors. Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Favors with the screen. Inside. Off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand. The most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
From 18 feet away, Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the middle, out to the right wing. Porter dishes to Davis. To the left wing. Here's Daly. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
It's hauled in by the Clippers. Flash has got 8 rebounds in this game. He misses the free throw. And he can't hit the second. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Davis sets a screen. And Flash gets it.
It going. This is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Pass to Bailey. Favors with the screen. Feet out. Here's Baku. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit. Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over. He gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And the basket good. He's got 19.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Fades and shoots. The Clippers grab the miss.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense. Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low. Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Outside, Davis. Down low. And it's good. Caught through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to... the free throw line.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, every team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Flash. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
It's deflected. For the finish. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Drops in the breakaway lead. Flash has got 34 points.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Well, he's feeling it. He's in the zone, and you know that feeling, Greg, being a former player. Every time he touches the rock, he's looking to put it in the basket.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Pass to Kay. Here's Hammonds. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. The dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first 3 quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space. And the shots that we like to take. It was really team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.